Hey everyone, so we're doing a box opening today on a BILT hard 6.5 ton log splitter. This is electric. I wanted to try an electric one out because I'm not over here splitting wood for a living or anything like that. I wanted to get some firewood going, and I wanted to get something cheap. This was a couple $100. We're gonna go ahead and open it today and test it out and see how big of wood pieces this will split. Now this thing's 117 pounds, so you know, if you order one, make sure you have two people to lift it, and I'll put a link in the description of where you can pick this up if you want one. Alright, so we're just going to open this up and see what's in here. Again, this is a heavy box, and a lot of things probably got shifted around because it's so heavy. I'm going to go ahead and pull everything out and kind of set everything down, and we're going to just figure out how to put it together. Alright, so we're going to do this on the table, make it a lot easier. Just going to put the stand together, then we're going to flip the machine upside down and put the legs on and flip it back over. Now I went ahead and got the bag of bolts. These are 13 mil. Just got a couple socket wrenches at 13 mil. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of put this together how I think it should go. Put the wheels on. Washer on. Cotter pin in, pair of pliers, and bend it. Then you just want to put your end cap on, and it pops in there. Doesn't look like there's any special way. There's your wheel. This does come with some different size screws. They're not all 13 mil. We're going to find out what size this is real quick. These four bigger screws are going to be 16 millimeter. And they're going to go 3 down here and 1 down here on this end. Make that nice and tight. We go ahead and do the same down here. This can kind of slide in and out, so I guess you can make it shorter as long as you want, but probably not really. So I'm going to go right to the edge, the end point, make it flush. If we need to adjust it later, maybe this is too long, maybe it needs to be shrunken up. We'll find out later. We won't know that until we get it on the machine. So I'm not going to tighten this one up too much. I'm just going to get it like a little bit tight. And next we're going to put these upright pieces on. They're going to go, there's a picture of it. So you just kind of look at the picture, put them in like this. They're going to go in like this. And these screws are just going to go in like this. So these are going to be faced inward. According to the picture anyways. So I'm not going to tighten these ones up all the way either. I'm just going to kind of get them hand tight and maybe a turn on them just to have them set in there. Then we're going to put this machine on here, then we're going to tighten everything up. There's no holes in these bars either. You just kind of like pressure put them in there. It might make a hole, not 100% sure yet. right, that ain't going anywhere. So the stand's put together. Now we're gonna get the machine, I'm gonna put it up here, we're gonna flip it upside down, and then we're gonna go ahead and try to put this in here. So we got it upside down, and now after we see it upside down, there's some problems. So I gotta take these off, these legs here. And then put them on the machine first. So if you're doing this, I'm not gonna start the video over, but if you're doing this, do this part first. They go on like this. There's a little hole here, you pop them in. Like that. Put these bolts in real quick. Just gonna go ahead and tighten this up. There's a lock washer on here, so it'll tighten up as needed. You don't have to worry about having 2 wrenches on there. This is already installed. Now this is just, I guess you can just set this up on a bench like this and have it up above ground. You don't have to have it on a stand. We're putting it on a stand because we're going to be wheeling this thing outside. Maybe not today. We're going to test out inside. It's raining. I don't know if you guys can hear that rain, but it's raining out. So I don't want to go outside in the rain and do this, but I'll run outside in the rain and get some wood and come in here and split it just to see how this thing works. We're going to set this thing right in here. As you can see, you can't see up here, but this definitely needs to go in more. So we're going to loosen this 16 millimeter up right here. And we're going to slide these wheels in until they match up. So that's why we didn't tighten this up all the way, just in case that was the case. And sure enough, it was. So there we go. Alright, I'm going to take this down. If these aren't tightened up, I want to see if this is level or how this is going to work. And then we're going to go ahead and tighten these up as it's on the ground. Alright, yeah, it's pretty level. Alright, so you got a handle here. It's going to go in like this. Got a couple of Allen keys. You're going to want to get a 5 millimeter Allen key or a 5. I don't know what exactly these things are. We'll just tighten this up right here. So you can lift it up and move it around. Alright, let's plug this thing in and see it working without any wood. I just want to kind of see what this thing can do. See how it moves. Alright, so that's as close as you're going to get it. It's not going to go all the way to the end. And you got to hold this lever down on your left here. Otherwise this comes back on you. And you got to hold the button down. A lot of safety involved in here. Comes back on its own. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Let's get some wood and try this thing out. I'm kind of curious now how big of a piece I can get in here. Like maybe that big? Probably not, but we'll get some little pieces and we'll work our way up from there. We got some different size woods and different species of woods. These two are sycamore. It's been down about 6 months. This one I just cut down fresh. It's a pin oak. And this big boy over here I think is a walnut or an oak. I'm not a tree guy, so I don't really know. But we'll just call it walnut for now. But we're going to get some diameters here and see what this can do. This is going to be the smallest over here at about 7-8 inches. And then another 8-incher, 9-incher. This is going to be the next biggest one. 8 inches. Okay. There's an 11-incher, and this is the big boy at 15-16 inches. So start with the smallest and kind of go. I'm going to work this machine over here so I don't have to do too much work. I can just kind of slide it right off the back of my side-by-side. Also, the biggest you can get on here is 20 inches. So now you know. Most people call it around 16 inches or less, so that's what we did. Go ahead and get started on this and see how it goes. So this was a fresh one, so it didn't split so easy, but it did split with ease. Just gotta get this cut. Just gonna go through again and turn it sideways to see if we can split it like that until it falls apart. And this is the size wood I would do. This is a small splitter. It's electric. It's not. This doesn't have as much power as a gas one. That's, you know, much more tonnage. But this is good for just like campfires or a little wood stove or something like that. So it splits the wood. We're not going to do those other two small pieces. We're going to go right over to the sycamore. It's about the same size, but it's a different species. It's a little bit older. So we'll see if this thing goes. This is about 8 inches as well. And that split pretty fast because it's an older piece. Alright, let's get on to this big piece. This is an 11-inch. Fits on there. Splits it. Uh, 16 inches. This is a big piece to split. I don't know why you would need to split things this big, but oh, whew. All right, let's give it a shot.
Oh, would you look at that?
All right, somebody that's good with wood, you know who you are out there. Let me know what kind of wood this is. Is it, woo, is it oak or is it walnut? Because I don't have a clue. But now we know this little splitter does 15, 16-inch pieces with ease. And this is pretty much 19 inches. I cut it just enough to fit in here. Show you guys that this thing can do a whole load here, whatever can fit in here. I'll definitely be using this a lot. And got this from a company called BILT, which is an awesome website name. So yeah, hey, if you guys like these videos, hit that like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.